today we'll be talking about customer contracts, how to create your customer contracts, how to create your schedules, and then how to create your customer invoices from the contracts. So first, we'll look at the customer contract BP. So we'll type BP, customer contract. You see here, we have different BPs here like customer contract alternate event, customer contract amendment event. Like when you change the customer contract, this BP will get triggered. Customer contract event for global modern services, like somebody has created for the GMS companies, and customer contract asset liability classification. And this is our primary one, customer contract event. So we look at the default definition. Now, if you see, we just have one step here, which is like initiate and then complete. And normally it would be like in customer contract, when you talk about customer contracts, it would be almost like 2, 3 only steps only, not a bigger one. It happens only on the supplier side, but at the customer level, it's like 2, 3 steps. And who can do this? You can initiate the customer contracts like implementers, billing specialists, customer contract specialist. Okay, so there is no approval here, which is good. We don't have to worry about like proxying and then doing the things. So let's start. So the task is create customer contract. So we'll select our company here. So our company is, do you remember?
Blanket.
Absolutely right. The code is BGC.
Yeah.
And the customer was Reliance Hotel. Now let's talk about different contract types. So I'll just show you this also, how to create customer contract types. First, we'll create a basic one and we'll see how the UI looks like. And then we'll talk about the sub part of it. For now, I'll just hit master here. Once I do that, it will automatically pick a contract template, which we'll talk about later on. But for now, we'll just say create a blank customer contract. The effective date of this is showing as 3rd of January 2023. You can mark it as 01 also. At 1st of January got it effective. The contract signed it also, you can say 01 01 23. Okay. Contract name. So we can name it like link it first contract. Link it first customer contract. Contract description. We can say this is to test how the customer contract works in the system. Okay, then we have a PO number field. So basically, when we are sending goods and services to the customer, right, we are entitled as a supplier. We are the suppliers who are providing goods and services. So obviously, we would have received a PO number from the customer that these are the items that we need. So you can put that PO number here. Salesperson who helped to generate this sale or a contract with the customer. So we can put Teresa Serrano here. This text code comes by default whenever you will select Reliance Hotels on the transaction, but we'll get rid of this text code for now. Discount and premiums, we'll see in an example how to create this discounts and premium, how they get aligned and everything. Contract amount, we'll just say 12,000. This is a $12,000 contract with the customer, 1,000 each, we can call it every month. Additional work tag if you want to add with this, apart from the cost center and project and region, business unit, and apart from that, if you want to add any additional information, you can do so. by clicking on this additional work text, and whatever work texts are enabled for the customer contract, you can select it from here. Different things are available. Now we have different tabs here. Like one is like goods and service, one is usage based, one is projects, one is contract notes, one is billing, one is checklist. So we'll see how this checklist appears. Okay, what is this checklist? How to get this checklist? And what is this usage based? What is a project based? For now, under goods and services only, you can see you have different tabs here. Line details, revenue and billing, renewal terms, notes. We'll go to additional information. So we'll go to each of this tab to see what the information they hold or what information we need to enter. So sales item, we said like we have biscuit. Okay, it is mapped to Blinkit groceries. Now we'll see different examples of line type also. Fixed amount, prepaid, like it was already paid by the customer. Now we are just delivering the goods and services. Fixed amount billing only. We are just sending the billing only things. Fixed amount revenue only. We will get the revenue also from this one. So these are Workday delivered. It's not like you can customize it. These options are delivered by Workday. We cannot modify them. So we have this option. So first of all, we'll just say fixed amount. Okay. And got one error. Select the text applicability that correspond to the text code on this contract or amendment. So somebody has enabled a custom validation, I believe. Oh, wait. Does it change the error? Yes. Because somebody may have put a custom validation that if you select fixed amount billing only or fixed amount, then you have to put a text code. So we'll talk about the custom validations also. Now you see here, now that's Workday feature here, that the moment you change a different line type, okay, it says revenue only, then you can go to the revenue and billing section, and here you can define those things. Okay, this is from which date to which date revenue and revenue override. Okay, if it is deferred or accrued or whatever it is. If you don't want to do that, let me go back and we'll say fixed amount billing only, let's say. For this also, yeah, we do not have any error here, which is good. Okay, looks nice. So we'll say 12 here, bundles, that's fine. Unit price, we'll say 1,000 here. So it can match the overall contract amount of 12,000. Discounts and premium, we'll see another example. Now you see these two fields here, list unit price and list extended amount. They are still at 120 and 1440 only. So what does it mean? Why it's not showing 12,000 and 12 quantities? Because the per bundle price of this was 120 only. So this is per unit or per bundle price. So if you multiply this with 12, it will become 1440. So we don't need to make any changes here, although you can do so, but it doesn't impact anything. Our invoices will be still billed for $1,000 every month. It's just telling you that the original unit price was 120 per bundle, and if you multiply that with 12 quantities that we are ordering, it will become 1440. So no need to worry about this part. We can leave it. Revenue and billing. Okay. So revenue treatment is deferred or accrued. So we'll talk about it. We'll give a detailed example of this. What is accrued and what is deferred. If you want, you can do a Google also. If you want to in depth, like you have any doubts or concerns, but I'll give you examples, a lot of examples on this one, that what is accrued and what is deferred. Now this revenue is from which date to which date? We'll say this is our revenue from 01/01/2023 to end of this year, which is 12/31/2023. Now this is okay, that this is our revenue for entire year from this customer. As part of this contract, they can be multiple contract, but for this contract, this is the revenue. Now billing will happen from which date to which date? Okay, maybe it's like just 3 months we'll bill them, and that's all. That's all. But you can say no, we'll bill them every month. So the billing would happen each month, and it would start from this date to this date. Renewal terms. Now remember, we are still under this one time only goods and services. Under that only we are filling all this information. Renewal terms. Is it renewable? Like, will in 2024, will this customer contract be renewed? If so, then we have to click on this yes. Will it be considered as a new business that we have received from the client? You think so? Then click on this checkbox, otherwise leave it. When you will be renewed, what would be the quantities? You can say 12 only, and again it would be 1,000 each. Okay, from date to which date? So it would be from 01/01/2024 to 12/31/2024. Okay. Will it be auto renew and core terms? Like, terms of this contract will be same. Core term is like terms will be same or not. So we'll say yes, and please auto renew this once this 2023 contract expires. Then who would be customer bill to contact? This is we had set up in the customer side. Richard Jameson would be the customer bill to contact. Okay. Opt out period days. So how many days customer will have to opt out from this contract? We'll just say 5 days. Within 5 days, the customer can tell us if they want to go ahead with this customer contract now. So we'll just add some notes here. The customer can call us 5 days before this contract starts. Then we go to the note section here. Now these are different line memos. So at the line level of the invoice, what memo would be printed? Line note section, what notes would be? So remember, there's a note section in the line invoice line document. So line billing notes, when the billing would happen, what would be the notes? Revenue line notes. So to segregate all this to see in at different UI and section, let's write down this is our line memo. This is, and I'll just show you where it reflects on the customer invoice document. This is our line notes. This is our line billing notes. This is our revenue line notes. Okay. Then if you have some additional information about this contract, now this market segment, like somebody just enabled this for the customer contract. So we went through like maintain related Workday usage and maintain Workday usage is the same thing. Somebody just went ahead and enabled this custom thing there. So we don't need to worry about it. Like text code, if you want to enable some text codes here, text applicabilities. And I'll just show you this checklist part and the billing up also. The contract notes. If you want to add any contract notes, you can say this is our customer contract notes. Dot, dot, dot. Billing. So in the billing section, you would see this fields here. Like payment terms would be immediate. Payment type would be like by which payment type the customer would pay us back. Will it be check? Billing notes. Okay. We need to bill them. Bill the client. So we need to bill the client every month, every 15th of the month. You can say it like this. Okay, it's on billing schedule. Let me cover later. Okay.
Everything is like customer contact details, revenue, and everything. But yeah, maybe BP process should be different for this.
Yeah, absolutely. See, most of things relates to PeopleSoft only, because even I was in PeopleSoft for 6 years. So majority of the things they have copied from PeopleSoft, but the UI is much comfortable than the PeopleSoft part.
Right.
Yeah, UI is little flexible and more detailed and looks easy to fill information. So let me just recap for Urvashi. So Urvashi, just like we create customer invoice, there is a task for it, create customer invoice. Similarly, we have a create customer contract where we have filled the company, our customer, our currency here. Just like in the customer invoice currency, we have customer contract currency also. Contract type, I have not shown how to create the contract type, so which I'll show you now. Effective date, when this contract will be started. Okay, will be an effective date. So that will be first January 2023. When this contract was signed. So it can be like 1st of January, 2nd of January also. So you can say yes, 1st of January 2023. Contract name. Okay, a name of this contract. So we'll just say Blinkit first customer contract, a description of it, any related customer contract, which is a part of this contract. So there can be another contract, which is in continuation with this customer for some goods and services we are delivering to them, right? So they can be continuation with this also, which I'm not selecting right now. Any parent customer contract. So there can be a parent customer contract, and under that, you can have a child customer contract also. So same thing. Okay, a PO number. Who helped to execute this sales for this customer contract? So you can say there's a Serrano or select the person name. If any text code applies, that 5%, 6% on overall goods and service that we're delivering, we can select that also. Discounts and premium that I have not shown yet. I'll show you what is the task name and how do we use the discounts and premium in the customer contract. The contract amount, like if whatever the contract amount is, like it can be 12,000, 14,000, $1 million, $10 million, whatever it is. Then we have different tabs here: goods and services, usage based, projects, contract notes, billing, checklist. The checklist also I have not shown how to create a checklist and how it will come along with the customer contract types. So that will also cover. And for now, I just went to this goods and services, selected the sales item, which we created earlier also, pack of biscuits. It's linked to Blinkit groceries. So if you go to line details here, under line type, you have different line types here, like fixed amount billing only, revenue only, okay, prepaid, already paid by the customer. So we'll go through each and every example of this different line types. Then line item description, okay, pack of different biscuits. That was the sales item description.
But this has got nothing to do with the contract, right?
What is not
We were
related to
just discussing how to create a contract, and now we are going again to the sales invoice.
After this, we'll create the schedules, and from schedules, we'll create the invoices.
No,
This is just the overall contract that we are. So whatever you have signed the customer contract with the client, those information you are entering here.
In this down part.
Yeah, this is down part. Like you're just mentioning, it will be a fixed amount every month. Okay. And then we'll do billing only for this much. For 12 quantities, 1,000 each. So every month we'll bill them for 1,000, like one quantity, which costs around $1,000.
Okay.
Okay. Then I said, okay, this list unit price and list extended number. So people get confused that why it's not showing 12,000 here and 12 here. So list unit price means this is the original per unit price. Okay. This is the original per unit price. And if you multiply it by 12, it will become 1440. So it's just showing you that if you go ahead with the original per invoice amount, per unit amount, it will be this much only, 14440. But we are overriding this. Got it?
Yeah.
Then under revenue and billing, we have two options: deferred and accrued, which I'll show you in a detailed example. What does it mean? Let me come back to the first part of it. And from date to which date this contract would be, like this revenue is from which date to which date. So we are saying from 1st 2023 to 12/31 2023. Billing will happen from which date to which date? From this date to this date. Renewal terms. So if it will be renewed, okay, yes, it will be renewed. Renewal quantity. What would be the renewal quantity? Okay, we'll say 12 here. Renewal rate, we'll say 1,000. Again, when this will be renewed, It will be 1,000. Renewal amount would be 12,000. From which date to which date it will be effective? So from 1st of January 2024 to that we have to change 1 second. 12/31/2024. Will the terms remain same when it will be renewed? Yes. Click on this checkbox. Will be auto renewed? Yes. Do that. And who would be able to contact? Richard Jensen. Opt out period, like how many days the customer will have to opt out from this customer contract. We'll say 5 years. And we have just made some notes here. The customer can call us 5 days before this customer contract starts. So we'll go to notes. Notes, we just added some lines just to see when they will be reflected on the customer invoice side. So just simple notes, nothing else. So we'll come to the additional information here now. In additional information, the company is there, the tax related details are there, but nothing much to do, explore. Okay, clear till here?
Yeah.
Great. Now I'll hit submit here. We got one error. Contract line revenue amount.
It's the same.
Same only. I'm just wondering if it's asking us to override this. This is the reason. Why won this? Looks nice. Let's hit submit now. I'll override this. Contract amount, contract line revenue amount must be equal to contract line. Submit contract. Eesh, what is this? This is 12,000. This is also been 12,000 now. Revenue and billing. Wondering. Revenue over amount is 0 here. So what's wrong here? Just wait, let me just see the custom validations here. Somebody is not playing right here. Let's see the custom validation. Do we have something here? I don't think so. The customer contact would be there, the custom validation. Hmm. Okay, so let me think about it. Maintain custom validations. No validations here. Okay. So here also it's not there. Okay, let me see. Contract type. Linked contract in use, Twitter, personal contract research, contract template is also not there. This is fine. So if I just go ahead and say maintain custom contract, right? But I'm not using the template also, so it should not link to the template part. Nah, it will not, because on the BP also I did not find anything. BP. Oops. We have anything here. It's not for GMS, so it should not be linked to GMS for sure. Initiation only. I don't see any issues here. Yes. Give me 1 second, guys. So, 1 second. Going on mute for like 30 seconds. Now, approve section also we have. Second, guys. Start discussing contract again. Sorry, God. Ah, contract type. Let's like something else this time. Do not have any, so let's enter up your number, sales percentage, Serrano. And we'll get rid of this text code here. I really want to see why it's clear now. Okay, let's go to sales item here. Basket. The moment I'm selecting this is throwing the error. Goods and services, select text applicable text code, this contract or amendment. I just need to select text applicability, right? So wait. Here we go. Okay, so we'll just say 12 here. And unit price will just mark it at 1000. Discounts and premiums applied, nothing. Revenue and billing. We'll go to the invoice. Revenue overhead amount, nothing here. From which date to which date this revenue is? From 01/01/23 to 12/31/23. Billing will be happening from 1st of January till 31st of December. Billing date would be, okay, that would be like 31. Now, renewal terms, yes, we want to renew this. It will not be a new business. Same quantity, same amount. From which date to which date? It will from 2024. So 01/01/2024 to 12/31/2024. Co-renew, auto-renew. Opt-out days would be 5 for the customer. Any additional information, no text codes are applicable. Okay, notes. I'm not putting any notes here. Let's hit submit. This is done. So if you just look at the customer contract, this is our customer contract. And this is approved because we did not have any approval step there. So if you see the line level, related action. This options you get create billing schedule, okay, view line history, business process, view security, and all those things. At the header level, if you click on the related action, one second. At the what's going on? At the header level, if you just go down, if you see, you can do amend a customer contract, means you can change the customer contract. You can copy this customer contract. You can create a billing schedule from here also. You can create a change order, like change this customer contract with some terms and conditions. Create a related customer contract from this customer contract. So we'll see all these options. Create an alternate customer contract. Create multiple element revenue allocation. So there was an option like while creating this customer contract, so we'll cover that part too. Create a template from this customer contract. Manage attachments. You can add attachments. So you were not seeing the attachment options. People do ask, how do I attach an attachment here? Maybe like the signed contract with the customer. So where do we attach it? So from the customer contract related action, you can do that. Manage attachments. Deferred revenue waterfall report. It's nothing. It's like a myth. A billing schedule. You can create a billing schedule from here. Also see billing schedule from here and billing schedule from here. So we'll see different features like what happens if I create from here, what if it happens if I create from here, and what happens if I create the billing schedule from here. So we see line, create, so you're getting the option here to create the billing schedule from 3 different places or 3 different ways. So we'll click on this one at the line level first. Okay, so it has picked up some information for us, which is good. Then we have this company, a customer name, bill to address, the currencies you see, schedule type. Okay, will it be like prepaid, spread even, subscriptions? Spread even is like evenly the amount of this customer contract. So whatever the schedule will define here. Okay, like it will be monthly, quarterly. So it will allocate, like if it is quarterly, then it will do 3,000 every quarter. If it is monthly, 1,000 every month. Okay, subscription based. So whenever I use the services, okay, just like a Netflix and other e-commerce website or platforms where we pay them on monthly basis, like 200 rupees per month. It's a subscription base. Whenever we'll pay, we'll get these services. Whenever we'll not pay, we'll not get these services. So a subscription. Prepaid means if it like has been already paid by the customer. So we'll see all these 3 options. A lot to cover on the customer contract side and then more to cover on the supplier side as well. So we'll say spread even for now. Okay, schedule description, a monthly billing schedule, a monthly billing schedule. Okay, will it be a milestone based? So some contracts are milestone. You hit the milestone. How are the milestones defined here? You can create a date milestones. We'll see different examples, but just to explain what is milestone here. So you say, okay, more you will see in the construction industry. Okay, in the construction industry, they have a milestones that they will set up the first floor. Then they will ask you of some amount from your part of your home loan that we have done the first floor, set up, second floor setup, third floor setup, or fourth floor setup, or the ground floor, the tile work has been done. So there are the different milestones which is discussed with you earlier when you buy the house. Okay, and as part of this is also mentioned your home loan like agreement also, that we have to pay whenever you build a first part of it or third part of it. So as and when my home is near to the completion, I'll pay the amount. So those are called milestones, basically more into your construction industries. So we'll see these examples also. Right now we're just seeing a very basic customer contract. Billing method, spread even, that we have selected here. As you can see, you can define installments also. You can select 12 installments, 14 installments, 6 installments. You can do that too. Okay, you can say customize billing method also. So as and when we select different options, things will change here. We'll see that part too. Okay, what would be the billing frequency? Will it be monthly? Okay, quarterly, yearly, semi-annually, weekly, whatever it is. Clear with this so far?
Yeah.
Okay. For our demo, we'll select monthly
Yes,
only.
great.
From which date to which date it will happen? So we'll say from 1st of January to 31st of December. And same thing you can do here. If you say 12, it will define 12. Okay. What would be the invoice date when you will create the schedules? So from date, which is it is effective this one. From date, this one it's talking about. Use to date, will it be like to date every 31st or last day of the month, or day of the month? You can define the month also, day of the month also, like it will be like 10th, 15th, 12th, 14th, whatever date or day of the month you want to describe. Now, amendment processing. Okay. What does it mean? That if you change the contract or you amend the customer contract for XYZ reason, then do you want to regenerate installments with updated information? If you say yes, click on this checkbox here. Now we just have to click on the save and continue. Okay, so you'll see different headers here or tabs here, like edit schedule header. So what it's talking about, this section. Do you want to change anything here in this section? Then click on this checkbox. Added retention terms. What would be the retention terms if you want to retain this contract? Manage lines. So if you want to go back and change some information on the line level, go to this manage lines. Define installments amount. Okay, if you want to define installment amount yourself, like what would be the first installment, second installment, third installment amount, fourth installment amount. If you want to do that yourself, then click on this checkbox, this tab here. Otherwise, click on this generate installments. So if you come here, the system will automatically generate 12 installments for you from this schedule. Okay, you can see system has generated 12 installments because we had defined the last date as 31st of December. And it has allocated 1,000 each for every month. Any questions on this one so far? Clear with this?
Yeah.
Please do let me know if you're not getting the concept of it or the part of it or the UI steps. So this is everything step by step.
No,
You
Rahul.
clear in there. Yabi, you were saying something?
No, I was just saying all clear.
Okay, great. Now I'll hit OK here. Now it will come back to this one and it will show the installment. Earlier it was not showing the installment. Now you can see the installments are here with defined amount, total amount. Okay. Now we'll hit submit.
What are we submitting? Billing
The
schedule.
schedule. Submit billing schedule.
Mhm.
Now you can see this is done. Now what you can do. So if you go to schedule now, so if you see the contract, okay, under contract, you have a different tab now called schedules. If you come to schedule, click on the schedule here. And we have different installments now. From this installment now, we'll generate the invoice. So click on this installment related action and say create customer invoice. So this will be looking like this. Hit OK. We'll hit on refresh. One more refresh. One more refresh. So this is done. Invoice has been generated. Now this invoice will have the link of the customer contract that we just created this invoice from. So billing schedule, you can see the billing schedule is already linked to this one. Billing installment is also linked to this customer invoice. Okay. And we scroll towards right, you will see the customer contract line also. And you can see additional work tax. So the customer contract is linked here. You click on the customer contract here. Okay. You can see the billing details here. Okay. Payment terms, schedules here. And you can see the billed amount is 0 12,000 because it just created the invoice. Once we pay the invoice, it will reflect the amount here also. So if you click on schedules, schedule amount was 12,000. Installment amount completed is 0, spread even. Our monthly billing schedule. Okay.